Okay. Is it working? It's connecting. There we go. YouTube is back. Sorry about that, YouTube people. Not sure what happened there. James Tarmo, enforces for the Tigers. Facebook kept rolling, but YouTube dropped out on me. So I think you guys on YouTube missed the packet. Captains, Ben Hunt for the Dragons. There's our Sapphire. Brighton Nakora, parallel for Sharks. Parallel Philip Sammy for the Titans. Maori All-Stars, Benji Marshall. Enforcers, Samai Matorfa for the Roosters. Parallel for the Broncos, checklist. Enforcers, Jake Trbojevic for Manly. David Fafita, Indigenous All-Stars. Dally M for the Eels, Clint Gufferson. Kurt Mann, parallel for Knights. Enforcers, Crystal Tamarua for the Warriors. So we have to almost finish box number 5 now, guys. 4th last packet. Getting through them. White Young Guns, Lachlan Lamb for the Roosters. Dally M and David Nofaluma for Tigers. Nathan Brown, parallel for the Eels. Batil Vet Welsh, Maori All-Stars. And last but not least, for box number 5, we have Josh Jackson, parallel for Bulldogs. The box filled up. Alright, so box number 6. Careful. Parramatta Eels parallel checklist. Welcome to all those just tuning in. Elliot Whitehead parallel for the Raiders. We're up to box number 6. Cameron Munster parallel for Storm. Elsie Albert enforces for the Dragons. Kangaroos Master Series 2008 to 2009. Roosters parallel checklist. White Young Guns Zach Lomax for the Dragons. Daly Cherry Evans, captain's card for Manly. We have a Ruby. Corey Allen, parallel for Bulldogs. Got one emerald so far for the case. Not sure how many sapphires and rubies. Dylan Napa enforces for the Bulldogs. If that was a ruby, I'd say 6 rubies. And maybe 4 sapphires so far. David Fusitua, parallel for the Warriors. We've got 3 signatures, our hot pack, and a patch card. Vanessa Foliaki, Roosters Enforcers. So we are halfway through the packets for the break, guys. That is halfway through box number 6, 5.5 in total. Patrick Herbert, Mary All-Stars. Mary All-Stars, James Fisher-Harris. Chad Townsend, parallel for Sharks. Dally M, Josh Addo-Carr for Storm. James Fisher-Harris, parallel for Panthers. If you're just joining us back on YouTube, I'm not sure why we dropped out. The video is only missing 1 packet, I believe. Our first black Young Gun signature, David Fafita, parallel for Titans. The video stayed live on Facebook, but YouTube decided it was going to cut out. Not sure what happened. Tavita Pengai Jr. enforces for Broncos, and Benji Marshall parallel for the Rabbitohs. Alright, where are we? 7th last packet in box number 6. Jason Taumalolo enforces for Cowboys. 6th last packet for box number 6. Quincy Dodd, Indigenous All-Stars. Talia Famono, Indigenous All-Stars. Jake Granville, parallel for Cowboys. 3 packets left in box number 6. Dally M, Harry Grant for the Tigers. Adam Dewey, parallel for Tigers. Georgia Hale, enforces for the Warriors. And last but not least, for box number 6, White Young Guns, a Jackson Paulo for the Rabbitohs. Alright. Chuck these in there. So box number 7. 7 out of 11. Enforcers, Josh Papali for the Raiders. Patrick Herbert, Maori All-Stars. Kyle Flanagan, parallel for Bulldogs. Dally M, Isaiah Yeo for Panthers. Josh Schuster, parallel for Manly. Enforcers, Jesse Bromwich for the Storm. Paul Vaughan, parallel for Dragons. We have a Ruby. Matt Moylan, parallel for Sharks. Storm, parallel checklist. Jared Rera Hargraves, parallel for the Roosters. Black. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, parallel for the Warriors. Indigenous All-Stars, Talia Famono. Almost halfway through box number 7. Daniel Saifiti, enforces for the Knights. Patrick Carrigan, parallel for Broncos. Captains, Clinton Gutherson for the Eels. Enforcers, Vanessa Foliaki for the Roosters. Tony Staggs, Dalian for the Broncos. Connor Watson, parallel for Knights. Enforcers, Junior Paulo for the Eels. Eighth last packet for box number 7. Indigenous All-Stars, Quincy Dodd. White Young Guns, Sam Walker for the Roosters. Parallel, Junior Paulo for the Eels. 5 packets left for box number 7. We have a Kangaroos Master Series, 214 to 215, and a Raiders parallel checklist. We have 4 packets left now. Enforcers, Elsie Albert for the Dragons. James Fisher Harris, Maori All-Stars. Parallel, Tyrone Peachy for the Titans. And last but not least, for box number 7, Stefano Utkamano Manu, White Young Guns for the Tigers. And that finishes off box number 7. Alrighty. Box number 8, 4 boxes in total to go, including this one. So we have this one and 2 more from the case, and we also have our priority box, which we're saving for the end. Hayes Dunster, White Young Guns for the Eels. Dally M, Jack Whiten. Apposite Coruscant, parallel for Panthers. Maroons Master Series 2008 to 2009. Jaden Sewer, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Enforcers, James Fisher Harris for Panthers. Enforcers, Racine McGregor. Maori All-Stars, Racine McGregor. Enforcers, what am I? Parallel, Kyle Felt for the Cowboys. Captains, Josh Jackson for the Bulldogs. Alex Glenn, parallel for the Broncos. James Roberts, parallel for the Tigers. Jai Arrow, enforces for the Rabbitohs. Alright, almost halfway through box number 8. Josh Kerr, Indigenous All-Stars. Final Hunt, parallel for Knights. Enforces Aaron Woods for Sharks. Maori All-Stars, Jordan Ricky. Parallel, Jake Trbojevic for Manly. There's our black diamond. Mitchell Moses, parallel for the Eels. Cody Ramsey, parallel for the Dragons. Enforces, Thomas McHale for the Tigers. Joseph Tapine, parallel for the Raiders. Cody Walker, Indigenous All-Stars. We've got 5 packs left for box number 8. Bulldogs parallel checklist. Enforces, Jared Wallace for the Titans. Dally M, James Fisher-Harris for Panthers. Cody Nikorima, parallel for Warriors. 2 packets left. Enforces, Martin Tapau for Manly. Yes, please. White Young Guns, Mr. Hammer Fido for the Cowboys. And that finishes off another box. Alright, so box number 9. Stephanie Hancock, enforces for the Dragons. Hey, hey, hey. I could say that because Mum's not around. Alexander Brimson, parallel for the Titans. Huh? Nah, not that big. Towards that level though. Tino enforces for the Titans. Damien Cook, parallel for the Rabbits. Smaima Torfa enforces for the Roosters. And I'm not sure if we have one of them yet for the website. David Fafita, Indigenous All-Stars. We have a captains, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for the Warriors. Will Hopewade, parallel for Bulldogs. That's your second donut today. Josh Adokar, parallel for Storm. Master Series, Maroons, 216 to 217. Angus Crichton, parallel for the Roosters. Latrell Mitchell, Indigenous All-Stars. Cowboys parallel checklist. Dylan Brown, parallel for the Eels. Dally M, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for the Warriors. David Nofaluma, parallel for Tigers. We have enforcers, Braden Hamlin-Yulee for the Sharks. White Young Guns, Tom Dearden for the Broncos. What have we got? I think this is our 9th last packet for box number 9. There you go. Chance Nico Klokstad, parallel for Raiders. And this is packet number 8, a third of the box left to go. Braden Hamlin-Yulee, parallel for Sharks. Ali Brigginshaw and Dally M for the Broncos. Nathan Cleary, parallel for Panthers. Enforcers, Jordan McLean, sorry, for the Cowboys. Been very quiet in the chat today, guys. Jack Hetherington, enforcers for the Bulldogs. White Young Guns, Josh Schuster for Manly. Hey, EH. Welcome, buddy. And that's the way. I know many people will disagree with me, but I believe if we can win tonight, we have a good chance of getting over Storm next week. Peter Hiku, parallel for Warriors. That's at least what I'm telling myself. Psychological advantage over the Storm. Benji Marshall, Maori All-Stars. Patil Avet Welsh, Maori All-Stars. Obviously being finals footy, anything is possible, anything could happen. I don't think To'o is the biggest loss for Panthers. I'm not saying anything against To'o, they will miss him, but he's just a cog in their wheel. And I think they can do without him and not miss him too much. But he's definitely a player they'll miss. I just don't think they'll disrupt the game plan too much without him being there. We will see, we will see. Not long now. Just like this break, we're into the second last box. Lindsay Collins, enforces for the Roosters. White Young Guns, Stafford Toa for the Knights. Kieran Foran, parallel for the Manly. For Manly. Captains, Alex Glenn for the Broncos. I wonder how many picked Titans as being the top Queensland team for this year. At the beginning of the year. Kangaroos Master Series 216 to 217. And we have a Dragons parallel checklist. Enforcers for the Broncos, Millie Boyle. We have Maori All-Stars, Dallin Witeen Zalesniak. So we're pushing towards halfway in our last box. There's our second emerald for the case. Scott Drinkwater, parallel for Cowboys. Tavita Pangai Jr., parallel for Broncos. Oh no, that's the wrong pile. Wrong pile. What am I doing? Stuffing yourself up. Mitchell Barnett, parallel for the Knights. I blame it on being sick. I'm allowed to. Kane Evans, enforces for the Warriors. Jamal Fogarty, Indigenous All-Stars. Regan Campbell Gillard, Enforcers for the Eels. Maori All-Stars, Joseph Joey Manu for the Roosters. Adam Parsons, pump for the Panthers, Eels match. I am for sure. Panthers parallel checklist. That's actually sort of why the kids are all down here with me at the moment, because the other option, if we didn't break it this time, I was going to have to wait for the partner to finish work and then come down and do it, and that would have pushed us into the game. Dally Josh Papali for the Raiders. Harry Grant, parallel for Storm. So, get this done early, go home, sort the kids and dinner out, throw them away somewhere, and I will try to sit down and enjoy the game. Blake Laurie, Enforcers for the Dragons. Luke Keary, parallel for Roosters. Where are we up to? 7 packets left, guys. Then we have our priority box still to come. Dane Gagai, parallel for the Rabbitohs. No. I do believe Panthers are more than likely going to win, but I do have high hopes and believe Eels can do it. Nelson Asafa Solomona, Enforcers for Storm. I honestly believe this is harder than next week if we can win. Tyrone Peachy, Indigenous All-Stars. We haven't had a good run against Panthers this year. Rabbits versus Manly. That all to me, that all depends on Turbo. Without Mitchell there, they don't have that X factor. Aaron Woods for Sharks. So if Tommy decides he doesn't want to turn up on the game, I believe Rabbits will run away with it. But if Turbo can get his team together and get them firing all together at the same time, well, yeah, I think Manly's got it. Sebastian Chris, White Young Guns for the Raiders. Thank you. 2 packets left for box number 10. Dally M, Nathan Cleary for Panthers. Mawaki Fodawaika, parallel for Titans. If we lose tonight, I'm tipping Storm to win the grand final. Luciano Leilua, parallel for Tigers. And I think it will be with the Rabbits.
That's hot. You can't have a straw with hot and hot. Got a sip or you're going to be in tongue.
Although they haven't got Mitchell, the rest of the team have the potential to put the X Factor together. Where more so, in my opinion, with Manly, if Turbo's not on, then that's their X Factor gone. For me, the Rabbitohs still have Reynolds and Gagai, and they all have potential to lift their team around a particular play that they can pull off, whether it's just busting the line up and offload a line run. I mean, yeah. Alright. Right, here we go. Last pack for the break. This is our priority box. We've got Thomas Flagler, parallel for Broncos. I flicked over a bit early on that, guys. Normally wait till we've finished all the boxes. Andrew Fafita, Indigenous All-Stars. Oh, another patch. David Clemmer, parallel for Knights. Taveri Tatala, enforces for the Rabbits. Who are you doing third? Josh Dugan, parallel for the Sharks. Cyrus Boyd, Maroons, 2008 to 2009. Tigers, parallel checklist. So we haven't found our captains or white young guns yet. Latrell Mitchell, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Plenty of big hits in this priority box though. Well, plenty of big hits in this break, I should say. Josh Papali, enforces for the Raiders. Kevin Proctor, parallel for the Titans. Junior Paulo, enforces for the Eels. Don't forget, all Darius Boyd cards will be randomised as one lot at the end. Do you guys have any priority boxes from Elite last year for sale? No, we have no Elite boxes from last year as far as I know. I could be wrong, there may be something hiding, but as far as I know, no. Chance Nico Klokstad, Maori All-Stars. Still got plenty of traders, cases and boxes, guys, if you're interested. Got some good deals on the website. There's our first white young gun parallel. We also have the option to add a trader's box when you check out with the Elite box. Moses Leota, enforces for Panthers. Don't forget, everyone in the break goes into the priority boxes giveaway. So one lucky person will win a 21 Elite priority box and a 21 Traders priority box. Harry Grant, Dally M for Tigers, Cohen Hess, parallel for Cowboys. All 21 Elite breaks that are sold out before the 30th of September, which includes the Monumental break if that's sold out in time. We'll go into the draw to win those two boxes. The draw will be done on the 1st of October. Jack Whiten, Indigenous All-Stars. Oh, there's our captains. Martin to Power, parallel for Manly. Justin Olam, a parallel for Storm. What are we down to? This is our 7th last packet, guys. Dally M, Josh Adokar. Josh Morris, parallel for Roosters. Corbin McGregor, Maori All-Stars. Enforcers, Daniel Saifiti for the Knights. 4 packets left, and then we get to start going through our hits. Alright, there's our second white young gun. Our priority hits are out of the way. Can we find anything else to add to the piles? Plenty already out there. Ben Hunt, parallel for Dragons. The one thing we didn't find in today's break, guys, we have 2 of the league sensations. Jesse Bromwich, Enforcers for Storm. And last but not least, last packet for break 116. And Jerome Luai, parallel for Panthers. Alright. Plenty to go through. We have some big cards. Let me just tidy up first, guys, and then we'll get through these. Flick that camera back over. I was a bit premature before, but here we go. Coffee drink, coffee sip. Alright, so we'll start with our rubies. Okay. First up, we have a 45 for the Cowboys, Jake Clifford. I'm actually gonna switch back to this so I can see. Number 11 for the Panthers, Isaiah Yeo. Okay, number 28 for the Titans, Kevin Proctor. Alright. Number 38 for the Bulldogs, we have Nick Kotrick. James Roberts, number 5 for the Tigers. For the Storm, number 43, Ryan Pappenhausen. Number 44, Peter Hiku for the Warriors. I don't know if I'm copying reflection off the screen because of my lights. It's reflecting off the cards at the moment. Number 2, oh, a nice low one. Unfortunately, he's not a winger, but Martin Tapau for Manly. number 4, another nice low one for the Eels checklist. Number 17 for the Knights, Mitchell Pearce. And last but not least, for our Rubies, another one for the Eels, number 44, Blake Ferguson. So do we think someone's going to offer Fergo a deal in the NRL, or will he go to Japan like he's planning?
He's going to play for Southport Tigers with Izzy.
Pardon?
He's going to play for Southport Tigers with Izzy.
Dad reckons he's going to come up and play for Southport Tigers with Izzy. Alright, so first up for our Sapphires, number 15 for the Panthers, Nathan Cleary. Ooh, number 1 for the Titans, checklist. Number 12 for the Warriors, Cody Nikorima. Ooh, another nice low one. Number 3 for the Cowboys, Reece Robson. Number 10 for the Eels, Reid Marnie. Eels are on a good run. Eels are doing alright. For the Storm, number 2, Harry Grant. Yeah. And a low number. Alright. Who's that Cleary? Adrian, happy boy. Alright, first up for our Emeralds, we have a number 5 for the Titans, Tyrone Peachy. And next up we have a number 9 for the Warriors, David Fusitua. And to finish our mojos off for today, we have a number 1 black diamond for the Warriors, Peter Hiku. Alright. Mojos are done. Where do we go next? Let's go to our White League sensations. Number 52 for the Raiders, George Williams. Alright. Number 56 for Manly, Kieran Foran. I want to save that one till the end. Stuff it. Here we go. Oh, okay. Didn't realise who it was, but we have a league sensation team, number 16 for the Storm, Jesse Bromwich. Alright, so that's done, they're done. Alright. Oh no, we'll do our game changes, get them done out of the way. So, number 21 for the Bulldogs, Kyle Flanagan. And number 34 for the Broncos, Anthony Milford. Our black young gun signatures for the Rabbitohs, number 98, Keon Kolomatangi. For the Knights, number 58, Tex Hoy. For the Sharks, number 50, Connor Tracy. Number 87 for the Roosters, Lachlan Lamb. And that brings us into our White Young Gun priority parallels. First up, number 5, nice low number. Murray Talagi for the Cowboys. Alright, next up, number 13 for the Eels, Ray Stone. Alright, finish our priority parallels off. We have a number 3 captain for the Tigers, James Tamo. Alright, so we are getting down towards the end. We have 3 cards left to go. We are going to do this one first. We have a spotlight patch. Thomas Eisenhower for the Storm, number 71. So the Storm are doing well. Eels are doing well. Next up, we have a team signature, and I say team broadly, and it's Broncos, Dragons, and Knights. Darius Boyd, number 35. So that'll be randomised with our Master Series cards. And to finish us off, I do believe this is the first one we've had in the breaks. And it is number 33. We have a Darius Boyd ball patch. So that'll be randomised as one lot with the Master Series cards. So one lucky winner is getting both those cards, guys. Big randomisation for somebody, and we will get that done right now. So bear with me. It'll be a blank screen at first. Just give me a sec. There we are. Alright, so everyone's loaded in, ready to go. Number 1. Number 2. And lucky last for our Darius Boyd team signature and Darius Boyd ball patch. Here we go. Who is our lucky winner? Broncos, Jackson Schumi, or Chris Schumi, I'm assuming is related or same person. So they will go to the Broncos. Congratulations. Thank you to everyone. Don't forget to check out our break page. A couple more breaks there listed. I will be listing another 21 Elite random team tonight. All 21 Elite breaks, which does include the Monumental break that is sold out for the 30th. Will go into the draw for a 21 Elite priority box and a 21 Traders priority box. They'll be randomised together, and one lucky winner will walk away with both those boxes, or they'll be sent out, I should say. So plenty to come. We had a massive break today. Who is unlucky? Is anyone unlucky? But we have one. Dragons, unfortunately. I thought we were lucky today, but unfortunately Dragons. So congratulations to everyone that hit big. Thank you for being a part of it once again, and we'll see you all again soon.